She's like a bag lady digging through a jingly jangly bag of nonsense.
I got Christmas
Just
stuff
came in off
here.
the streets. She showed up with a shopping cart, wheeling it. She's the bird lady from Home Alone 2, just covered in pigeons, clinging, clanging, binging, banging. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, the one and only comedy podcast with a dapper, dashing brother and his bag lady sister. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey guys, what? This is my part of the show. When I get to like come in off the cuff and be like, what's up, bruh?
We'll do it.
I was gonna, but then you hit me with that sound effect and now I'm off kilter. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Burrell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi, guys. I'm Ashley Engle, and I'm the other half. And
This is pretty good. Listen.
And the reason why I was shuffling around in my bag and there were jingle bell sounds is because I was getting a Santa headpiece for producer.
You know what? I'm just going to get a jump on this and just let you know that you sound great today.
Oh, I know.
You don't sound at all like you got the stuffy crud and
Still here,
it's
guys.
just a snot wad of a human.
But you know what? This is an improvement from where I was this weekend, and there was no voice.
Yeah.
So I'm winning.
You sound like a girl, like a college girl after Thirsty Thursday. You were out all night being like, wow.
Well, if that doesn't describe me,
Mudslides for everybody.
then I don't know what does.
Yeah, that's you. Checks
So
out.
it's-
You're very lucky though that you like. I bet your sense of smell is altered. Probably.
Oh.
I just got back from the gym and I've literally lost track of what I smell like. It's
good that I don't have
it's
one.
V bad. And I discovered 2 days ago at the gym, guys, did you know that I'm very strong and I like to just work out.
You've told us.
I get asked a lot to spot people at the gym. I got asked today to spot a guy. And I
Hey.
think it's just because they look around, they're like, tall guy, he can spot me. And then I get behind them and they've got all this weight. And I'm just thinking, joke's on you, pal. Because if
Joke's on you,
dude, if you
or
drop this,
jokes?
if you drop it on your throat, joke's on you because I'm not going to be able to get this off of you. And then I help, they get them and I'm just like, they lift it up and I act like I did something. I'm like, nice, great set, bro. Great set. I'm not even touching it. I'm pinkies. I'm not even touching it, bro. And then I walk away and I just phew. So glad that he didn't drop it on himself. But what I was going to say is 2 days ago at the gym, I'm wearing my Target shirt, my Goodfellow Target shirt.
He has them in all colors.
I do. They're wonderful shirts. Listen, Target.
Yeah.
It's the way.
It's a soft wash,
Yeah.
long sleeve pocket.
That's how they describe it in the catalog. I was wearing it at the gym 2 days ago, only to discover that I had wing sauce on my tummy. And I thought to myself, man, I hope no one notices that you're working out in a shirt with wing sauce on your tummy.
Yeah.
And then I went back the next day.
Yeah.
And I wore the same shirt with the same wings. No, don't, hold on. It gets better.
Can it?
And then I wore it a third day. Now, I have worked out in the exact same outfit for 3 days.
That's not okay.
The wing sauce is still there. But it's become part of me now. I'm become wing sauce.
I am wing sauce.
That's me.
Guys, it's Christmas week. Can you believe it? We're here.
We've done it.
We're doing it.
We're done it.
We're in the midst of it. Here's
Here.
a Christmas sound.
Here's a Christmas sound.
Here's one. We're going to take advantage of these today because we don't have much time left to use them.
Take advantage.
It was
of
the night
them.
before Christmas and all through the house.
Uh-huh.
Ashley was struggling
You wandered into that one.
with sounds from her mouth.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Listen, if I may be honest, I thought that we had wandered past like the point of no return, and you weren't going to resolve
I was
that.
just going to end it.
But you made it work.
did.
Listen, brava.
I'm good for a rhyme. Hey, what you been up to this week or weekend,
You know,
Brandon?
I feel like it's.
Can I say something?
That was such a Brandon move. Yes, interrupt me. Do it.
I just want to commend you. And
Hold
I
on.
want
Hold
to
on.
acknowledge
I'm doing this gesture.
Yes.
What's this called?
the
When you take your hands
Attaboy.
and you shake them. That's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
The old-fashioned attaboy.
Yeah, well, I'm attaboying myself. Go ahead. More about me.
I just want to acknowledge you got some pep back in your step
Do I?
after last week.
It was a tough week.
I know.
And here's the thing.
And I'm acknowledging it. I see, you know what I see? The spark is back in your eyes.
Is it?
You told me you were finally in the Christmas spirit.
I did have a moment. I had a moment. And one thing that was really helpful is you just bringing my grief back up.
Sure.
So thanks for that.
Good for it. I'm good for it.
That's. I think I referred to you yesterday as the Michael Jordan of crying to some people because it's you. It's what you do best. You're incredible.
You know why? Because I can power through.
Oh gosh. Okay. So no, here's the thing. I had a moment. And this will fall into my what am I doing this week or weekend because I got in the spirit, guys. I was feeling kind of low, was trying to work my way through it, but I was watching one of my favorite Christmas movies, Trading Places.
You didn't bring that up in our Christmas movie
I
segment.
didn't bring up any because you monopolized the conversation.
You told me you liked my list.
I do.
And I asked if you had any addendums
I know.
and you said no.
But I had forgotten
Okay.
until I watched it and I was watching it and I just had a moment where it clicked and I was saying out loud, I'm here.
That's what Lindsay said.
I have arrived.
I'm
And I was eating wings and dropping sauce on my shirt. It's quite literally exactly what was happening at the moment. I'm eating wings, dropping them on my Target shirt, watching Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy, and I've gotten the spirit.
So that's one thing you did.
That's
What
the
else
thing.
have you been up to this week or weekend?
I don't feel like I did a lot this weekend.
That's okay.
I don't think I did. I think I just was kind of hanging with Benny and just doing the thing. Did an office sleepover last night. It's great. Good stuff.
Where you invite Benny in here to the office and you have guys' night.
Into the podcasting studio. And we watch video game documentaries, which is really just YouTube videos on video games because he likes that.
Well, that's special. Special father-son time.
Just vegging out.
Love it.
What about you?
Oh, hey, thanks.
I was gonna ask you.
What?
No, go.
Go. Hey, guys. Here's a Christmas
Oh
sound.
no! See, here's the
another
thing.
one.
It's you can't find your rhythm.
Here's an elf. I like him. So last week, just a lot of planning at the church. Because
She works at a church, guys.
Here's what it is.
I don't know if you knew this, but she's a pastress.
That's how you pronounce it.
It's like a hostess.
Pastrix.
But it's a hostess, but at the Chili's of the gates of heaven. You're a pastress.
That's dramatic.
Would you? How many in your party? How many in your party? And then you just to the gates and you say, St. Peter, open these for these people. And also a complimentary triple dippers for them. All eternity with triple dippers. And here come the sizzling fajitas just across the way. Just trumpets sounding.
I believe there will be sizzling fajitas in heaven.
I think that I'm gonna get sick of them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna eat.
That
I'm gonna
won't happen.
Let's have these
No sickness in heaven.
sizzin heats and triple dippers.
Well,
Do you think they'll have El Presidente margaritas?
Sure.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
he's really overestimated my authority here. I don't have that kind of authority. But what I'm saying is Christmas is
She can only get you 15% off triple dippers in heaven. She can't get you the full platter.
be sure to tip your server.
Maybe an extra ranch, but that's outside possibility.
Okay. I will legitimately have a coughing fit if this continues. So it's playoff season at the church, Christmas and Easter. These are our two big times of year. So we've had a lot of planning.
Did you just call it playoff season?
Playoff season. That's
awesome.
what we call it as a staff. So I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of last minute shopping and wrapping. One thing I do want. Yeah.
That's yours.
My name is Ashley Engle, and I'm here to say I'm wrapping presents in an awesome way.
Triple dippers. Last minute rapping, guys. Did you hear it? She just rapped.
I'll tell you what, I would be trash in a rap freestyle battle.
You were just trash. And
I was.
It was not good.
The listeners are not surprised by this information.
I like to watch rap battles. Here's the thing I like the most.
They stress me out.
Here's the thing I like the most about a rap battle is when a guy really commits to a line and he expects the crowd to do the oh, and they don't, but he does it. And then
For
it's just
himself.
He does it for himself, and everyone looks at him like, "You nerd! You are the dorkiest freestyle rapist I've ever encountered." And he does it, and then it's like he has to like scramble mentally because he's like, "Okay, that was pausing for the O there, but they didn't do it,
Yeah.
so now I'm gonna have to get back into my flow." and it never goes well. And it's the cringiest, best thing ever. I love it.
I don't like it.
Well,
It stresses me out.
Get ready, because I'm going to ruin your Instagram algorithm with them. I'm going to just start hammering you with freestyle rapping flubs. It's going to be the best.
I have no doubt.
God, there was one I saw, and it was a guy wearing, like, he had just come over from work, and he was wearing his UPS delivery driver outfit. And it's like he was trying to lean into the care, like, I'm the delivery man. Like,
he was trying his shorts, his khakis?
He was wearing the browns.
Yes.
He was wearing his salty browns, and he was ready to come in there and rap. And he had a moment where he hit a line, and he thought he was going to nail it. Crickets, except for him going, oh.
UPS, give that guy a Christmas bonus, please.
Have you heard of Amazon stealing?
I did. I've done it several times.
I have too.
Share with the people so they can get in on it.
Do you have to have an Alexa enabled device?
I think so.
If your UPS or your Amazon driver rather drops off your package, if you just thank them through the Alexa device, they get like $5.
Yeah. Alexa, I'd like to thank my driver.
Yeah, I'm also so polite to Alexa. Have we discussed this? Because when she becomes self-aware,
Siri.
when they become self-aware and take over,
I tell the kids all the time.
I want them to be like, hey, you know what? We're gonna like enslave him and make him do our
Sure.
bidding, but he's gonna be like, we're gonna look out for him.
Right.
We're not gonna murder him day one.
So tell all the other bots.
Tell the bots.
That
Tell the
the
bots
Birdwells have
at your
been good to
weekly
us.
bot networking meetup at the Hilton Garden Inn.
You know
We're
why?
just-
Because it'll be their playoff season.
It's what it is.
And they need to know which humans to treat.
They need to
well.
know. Yeah, and me. Guys, listen, Siri, Alexa, I know you're avid, dear friends of the pod,
Dear
listeners.
friends.
Just please, when you take over, will you just look out for my sister and me?
Just send canned food goods to our homes.
That's all we
we'll
need.
thank the drivers.
You will, and if $5,
We'll engage them in a rap battle.
$5 for them.
More.
What?
I'll do more.
God bless us, everyone.
This has gone south. So this week, I sound awful.
You
Guys,
don't
I'm
sound-
sorry.
You don't sound great.
I sound worse than I feel, so let that be a comfort to you today. I wanted to share with the listeners what happened last week during Asher's, my middle son, his robotics tournament.
Oh gosh, he's amping up for Siri and Alexa to take
He
over.
really is.
He's going to be controlling the armies.
He built some more.
Oh no.
I know, right? He's the problem.
He's part of the problem.
And he's so smart that he's made
How
them
smart is he?
smarter. Real smart.
I don't get it.
So his team was called the Chimichangas.
It's an amazing team name.
And this all started because it was Harrison's team name when he was in the 5th grade robotics tournament.
Oh.
So Asher continued it on.
Is there a meaning or a meaning to it, or is it just chimichangas?
It's just awesome.
Sure. Okay. Well,
So I made Harrison's team shirts like in my kitchen with spray paint back then, and they just said the Chimichangas. This time I made them again, but they said the Chimichangas right again. And they had
this time it's personal.
This time it's personal, and they had sweatbands. They looked homemade, guys, but they had them.
The chimichangas too.
That's right.
Electric Boogaloo. I had a conversation with Grant yesterday in between songs about
Hi, Grant.
About how it's really fun to take any movie sequel, whatever, to, and then throw the Electric Boogaloo onto the end of it.
It always works.
Godfather 2,
Always
Electric
works.
Boogaloo.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Because it always rhymes.
Okay. Well, that's
To and live.
that's too. I know it, but that's too on the nose.
Oh, well.
It's fun to say Electric Boogaloo.
So the Chimichangas to Electric Boogaloo. So we were in the car the other day, and I said, Asher, you're gonna come in. We're gonna have an entrance, and what's your entrance song gonna be? And I said, I've got it. Back in Black.
Ooh,
Back in Black.
Yeah.
What a great
it's
entrance
great.
song.
It's a great entrance song.
And I said, and also your robot needs a name.
Yeah.
And I expected this name to be something tough or like scary or intimidating. And this is my boy, so deadpan. He goes, I think I'm gonna name it Leslie.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I said, I laughed so hard. I said, Asher, why Leslie? And he goes, I don't know. It's just funny to me.
Yeah.
So they did. It was the Chimichangas and their robot Leslie.
Leslie, I actually kind of like that because it's like he's not trying too hard to be tough. You don't want to mess with a Leslie because you don't know what's going on behind those cold, dead eyes. And also, it seems just weird enough that it could be like an acronym that actually means what the robot is.
Oh, yeah.
Even though, and when you ask them, they just be like, no, it's just funny to me.
Just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Leslie wasn't great.
Oh, okay. Well,
They had practiced and they built the bot and they practiced for like a month and a half. Leslie did not perform to Leslie's potential.
okay.
Not sure Leslie's gender, so that's why I'm being neutral here.
Sure, it's smart enough.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't.
And so Leslie failed in the first round,
Okay.
but they used another robot. Then they recharged Leslie, fixed some things. Leslie came back. Leslie did all right.
He wrote again.
Wrote
better
again.
Than back and better than ever.
Overall, the Chimichangas, the Chimichays, they placed third overall.
Okay.
So it still was a great night.
Even with Leslie's
shortcomings.
lackluster performance.
Yeah. The fellas did great. Great. They were on point.
The fellas
on the team.
the robotic boys, the chimmies.
The Chimmies.
What did they do?
They just
What did they do?
They knew
It's
the
like a
they knew the
choreographed dance
course.
number.
No, they knew the course well. They
But
knew.
it doesn't matter if your robot sucks.
Well, the robot, it was a malfunction, is what I'm saying.
So it sucks.
Anyway, well done, Chimichangas.
Yes.
You wrote again.
Sounds like you did it. You get, hey, listen, bronze, babies.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with bronze in the robotic world.
Totally.
It's I'm proud of you guys. Mm-hmm. All of you guys. I only know one of you guys, but I'm proud of all you
Proud
guys.
of all of you.
All of you guys.
You Chimichay.
Jimmy Chooch.
And you, Leslie, didn't perform your best, but you know what?
Hey.
Good
Leslie,
effort.
Listen here, Leslie. Can I tell you something? Yeah. Between you and me. 10010110011.
And that was something nice that you just said.
Yeah, it was binary.
And tell all your friends.
It was binary code.
Tell all your friends,
Tell all your
Leslie.
friends. Listen, hey, guys.
We're allies to the robots.
Bleep blorp.
Bloop, blop, bleep, bloop. That means dear.
Dear friends.
So one other amazing thing I got to do this week, and I'll tell this quickly, is that as a staff, our church volunteered at this ministry in Oklahoma City called TEAM. It's the Employment and Education Ministry. They had a toy store, and it was for people who have been recently incarcerated or who are incarcerated. And it's a Christmas store where they can go and choose gifts for their children, for the children in their family. And I was a gift wrapper. And man, what a day that was.
It sounds
Beautiful day.
wonderful.
Talk about getting in the spirit.
Yeah, well, I did it watching a comedy movie from the 80s, and you did it serving humanity. So that checks out for our character profiles on the pod.
Stop it right now. Okay, so since we're here in the week before Christmas, I thought that we might share a few more V special Christmas memes because I thought of some other really good ones that I think the listeners will enjoy.
God, you are getting so much mileage out of that little
I
thing
have
today.
to. It's the week before Christmas. We can't be using this. There.
Oh, that's coincided with the
Coincided.
end. Golly.
Okay, so if you were to watch any of the Birdwell home movies from our childhood, what would open them every year?
It would be a lot of documentation of the decorations.
Yeah.
Just-
set to what kind of music?
Crimbus.
What specifically? It's on the agenda.
It's Mannheim Steamroller, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, see, I didn't even look at the agenda. I didn't need the agenda for that.
You knew.
But it's always it's just Dad walking around the house.
Yeah.
Just getting some B-roll. Just getting getting some establishing shots for the rest that he can kind of cut in with. And it's like he'll start a lot of times like a far away.
Yeah.
And then he'll do like the vertigo shot, like the pan that Hitchcock does. And it's just like a lot of real long shots of
the decor.
Of decor.
But you know what? I love it because it puts me right back.
Listen, I'll tell you what.
the moment.
If we ever over the years were to run into a wet bandit situation where someone came in and stole all our Christmas stuff,
Yeah.
insurance is covered.
It's for insurance
'Cause we've got
purposes,
shots.
plus nostalgia.
We've got shots of all of it.
I love it so much. It puts me right back in the moment. And while we're on this isn't on the agenda, but I just realized.
She's deviating from the agenda,
Oh my
guys.
gosh, you guys. It's a Christmas miracle. So Mom had this incredible, beautiful nativity set.
Yeah.
A creche. Isn't that what it's called?
A creche?
A creche.
What's a creche?
It's a nativity set.
A creche?
I believe so. Google that, producer.
Yeah. Hey, also, I did notice that producer did show up today and is in the spirit because he's wearing like a Christmas
I dug around in my bag and I gave it to him. That's what I was looking for.
little hat head topper guy.
It's a Santa head band. So, and just for you, here's another.
Creche. Nativity Creche.
Yeah, see?
Creche. Could I get the language of origin, please? Could you use it in a sentence?
I'm going to say German or French.
I always wanted for like whenever they say on the scripts spelling bee, whenever they say, could you use it in a sentence? So if they were to say the word is creche, and they say language of origin, they say German or whatever it is, and then the kid stands and goes, could you use it in a sentence, please? I always wanted the moderator to just go, hey, look at that creche. Just, and every single question, like every single word.
Yes. Listen, they have the power to do that.
They just really, really ruined that kid's day.
They really could. I love to watch that
I love the script spelling bee.
It's a delight. So mom had this very expensive.
I was in the spelling bee when I was a kid.
Same.
And, same. Can you let me
word
have
did
one?
You get out on?
Can you let me have one thing ever?
Hey, what word
I'm
did you
gonna
get
tell
out
you.
on?
I was in the middle of a story
before
I know mine too, and I can spell it. It's asparagus. But here's the thing.
Do you want to know mine?
Yes, but I'm going to tell my story. You're not going to.
Science. Oh my gosh, I sound so bad.
Yours was Ashley. Yeah.
Mine was Crash.
Hacking up along over here.
Guys, I'm trying.
Here's what happened.
Okay.
In middle school, you have your individual class, and then you earn your way to the big dance.
Sure.
And you're on the main stage, out in the cafetorium.
Yes.
And you're up there. It just smells like just feet and prepackaged burritos in there. And
Taco Tuesday.
And I'm standing up there. I'm the first person up. The moderator is Crindy.
Crindy, who taught English.
Yeah, no, she didn't just wander in off the street and go, I'm going to read some words today. No.
She moderates bees all over the country.
She does. She's a highly sought after bee moderator.
Traveling.
So I was the first person up.
Okay.
And I walked up to the mic.
Sure.
And she said, the word is asparagus.
Oh, no.
First word.
Oh, no.
And I said...
First word, first kid.
And I just go, ASA crap, and then walked off the stage.
Oh, you said crap?
I did. And you can't go back once you go past. And I know it's ASPARHUS. Guys, I am a man of 40 years of age, and I can spell asparagus. I can do it, but as a middle schooler... pride cometh before the fall. It was just hubris all over the place. And I thought, I could just buzz right through this. This is round one. This is no big deal.
Oh, man.
Rushed right into an early dismissal.
Bummer.
Had to sit and watch all these other nerds spell their words right while I was too busy chasing hot babes around.
Okay. So mom had this amazing creche, and she had been adding to it each year, and it was expensive, and it was covered with moss on the top. I don't know. It was kind of rustic.
A mossy rustic creche, sure.
Yeah. And do you remember we had a cat?
We did. Blossom or Ozzy?
I think it was Ozzy. The kitten that you found.
Ozzy, who mom changed his name to Turd.
Well, it was an awful cat.
It was a very, very, very bad cat.
But you found her as a kitten wandering around
I found her and then named her Ozzy.
Ozzy. Yeah. After Ozzy Smith, amazing shortstop for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Look at you.
I know, right?
Sporty Spice.
That's what I'm called.
What? What was that?
I sound worse than I feel. So anyway, Ozzy got up in the attic and had used the creche as her litter box for the better part of a year.
Sure.
We didn't know it till we tried to get it out and put it up for the Mannheim montage.
Sometimes, guys.
That was a real bummer.
Sometimes you get a little tinkle on your creche and you just gotta battle through. But when it is excessive kitty tinkle on your creche,
you can't.
No. There's not a nativity scene on the planet that can hold up to that much kitty tink. It's not possible. You get out of here right meow. Stop it. You stop it. I would love to have a cat. Only because we can't because there's allergies in our house. Lindsay's allergic to cats, but I would love to have a cat because I want one and I want to name it Meowie Steenpurgeon and I want to start an Instagram page for Meowie Steenpurgeon and then obviously maybe I meet Mary Steenburgen and maybe we become best friends and maybe Ted
I
Danson and I get a timeshare together and maybe, we just hang
take
out
vacations.
and we all get together and we watch all of Mary Steenburgen's movies and my Meowie Steenburgen just sits there.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
I don't know. And then maybe I just say, hey, where's the cat? And the cat's up there peeing on the crash and it's just it's a whole thing. I don't know. Maybe it happens.
All he wants for Christmas is a cat named
Meowie Steenburgen.
Okay, so
but when you say it, you have to go Meowie Steenburgen, and then you look at people and go, yeah.
Get it? And no one will.
It's two meanings. There's two cat puns in it.
I get it.
Okay.
So one other...
Who peed on your creche today? That's going to be my new thing. That's going to be my new thing I say to people when they're kind of in a mood. Whose cat tinkled on your creche today? Wow. It's a real act of terror, a real David Kresh. It's that's pretty good.
Redact.
No, that's good. That's funny stuff.
Okay, so another V Special Christmas meme was the blizzard of 09.
Oh gosh, is that the year
Yes.
that I saw Jeff running aimlessly through like the most torrential conditions? It's like he's like
blizzard.
He was trying to. It was when you lived down the street from Crindy
Mom
and
Dad.
HB,
Because we do Christmas morning at Crindy and Harry's.
And we were pulling into the neighborhood, just loaded up with gifts, ready to show up, just battling through these conditions. And
sliding around in your Honda Accord.
I just see off in the distance, I see a man, a shape in the distance. And as we get closer, it's like, that's a human. And he had wrapped scarves around his head and he couldn't see where he was going. And he was just flailing every which direction.
It was like whiteout conditions, guys. The most snow Oklahoma may have ever had.
He looked like when a dog tries to stand up in a moving car and it just can't keep its footing about it.
The snow was like thigh deep.
Yeah.
So deep.
Yeah.
He had to go home.
He made it.
He made it to get baby Harrison's ear infection medicine that we left.
He had to go home to get baby Harrison because you guys forgot him at the house.
Faults.
You forgot Harrison.
Faults.
Unfit mother.
And then
give me this baby.
And then I see you get stuck before you can get to Harry and Crindy's house. Mm-hmm. So I see you had Lucy at the time, your chocolate lab. Mm-hmm. I see you holding Lucy, legs flailing about.
Yeah.
Like wading through the snow.
Yeah.
To get it. And we were all stuck there for several days.
It was heroic. It was heroic.
It
was heroic on my behalf.
It really was.
I was a hero that day.
Sure.
And every day since.
We know. You tell us. So what was your most memorable Christmas gift as a kid, B? What would you say?
I feel like it's hard to...
Guys, I'm sorry. I can't not.
It's hard to not.
Okay.
I just had to burp away from the mic because I'm
you're giving me a hard time.
And you're giving me a hard time.
Hey.
No, I feel like it's hard to. I mean, there's just been so many years. I'm so old.
I thought of one for you.
Well, is it the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier?
That's the one.
That was mine too because I just remember Dad hating his life putting that thing together.
So many pieces.
So many. Some assembly required. And then it's lived under my bed, and I would occasionally pull it out and be like, pew, 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 everybody get down. And
it was the size of your bed.
If I had that thing today,
huge.
I bet I could sell it for
thousands.
$1 million.
Okay, that's extreme.
$1 million. US dollars. USD. That's a Bitcoin and a half. But it was a colossal toy. What's yours?
Mine was...
It's going to be some nostalgic. It's like a precious moments ornament. Okay.
No. It was a lifelike baby doll called Me Baby. And it was the size of a human baby.
Yeah.
And I received it when you were born.
Did it? Oh, to like make you feel like you weren't forgotten.
Right. And so...
To make you feel like not to feel like I felt every day of my life since. Okay.
Great.
I'm the forgotten child.
Why don't you just say that on the internet
I
on
did.
the week of Christmas?
I did.
Brandon.
I said it.
So this baby...
And this is a last ditch attempt for Crindy to get me more gifts than she gets you because I need her to make up for 40 years of neglect.
I need amends. I need her to make amends.
That's what I need.
So anyway,
Crindy, your negative behaviors have affected me in the following ways. 1, give me more gifts.
Period.
2, where's Me Baby?
Where's Mimi, baby?
Where's no Mimi, baby? 3, you called my cat a turd after it tinkled on your crash. Okay?
She should have.
So what I'm saying
That
is,
was awful.
let's grease these Christmas palms a little bit.
Okay. Well, this baby was so lifelike that Mom
How
said,
lifelike was it?
Okay. I'm about to tell you. We'd be walking through the mall and I'd have me baby and I'd be
dragging
hanging it, dangling by one foot, and people would stop my mom and be like, you do realize. And then they'd be like, oh, it's a doll.
Me baby, sure to make strangers call DHS on you.
Man.
Ba-da-bow.
It was not great. So the other night we watched A Muppet Christmas Carol, which was one of our favorite movies for Christmas.
It's a good one.
And I learned a fun fact. Frank Oz voiced Yoda. Which Muppets did he voice?
Gonzo.
about the-
Gonzo.
I don't think Gonzo, surprisingly.
Muppet babies.
Okay, Google that because I'm not sure, but there's 2 others.
What's his name? Producer?
Frank Oz. But he voiced Miss Piggy
Yeah.
and Fozzie Bear
Yeah.
and Yoda.
Okay.
And maybe Gonzo, but I don't know.
Seems like he would have done.
It sounds like Gonzo for sure. But also, last night I half watched The Polar Express featuring the Thomas's Hank because I was writing the agenda while we were watching.
Producer, thank you. Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, Sam Eagle, Animal, and Marvin Suggs.
But not Gonzo?
Not Gonzo.
Shocker.
He voiced Bert, Grover, and Cookie Monster as well.
Of course
on
he
Sesame
did.
Street.
Of course he did.
This guy.
Yeah.
This is an illustrious
Illustrious.
voice acting career.
Well done, Frankie.
He's truly a wizard.
So
The
this
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, good one.
Pew, pew, pew.
So Polar Express, 2004, directed by Robert Zemeckis.
Won't do it.
I learned this. It's not my favorite, but like I say, I half watched it. My family likes it. Tom Hanks optioned the book, which I do love the book, in 1999 with the hopes of doing a live action. But Robert Zemeckis was like, that's going to look really bad and it's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he wanted Thomas Hanks to play all the roles.
Yeah.
But they started doing it, and Thomas said he grew exhausted. And so they whittled it down to 5 roles.
Yeah. I won't watch that movie.
He played the rail riding hobo, the dad, Santa, the child was based on him, and
Miss
the
Piggy
conductor.
and Fozzie Bear.
No,
No. He could have.
no. And at the end, I asked all the people in my family, does the bell still ring for you? Harrison said no. Asher said, not sure.
Checks out.
Hope said, yeah. Jeff said, absolutely. I said yes. Coco shook her head no, and Happy breathed in my face. He shrimped me. That's what we call it.
Shrimp breath. Yeah.
'Cause
Hot shrimp.
He's got hot shrimp breath.
Hot
That's right.
shrimp breath.
We also watched the original Grinch last night. Would you rather eat Who pudding or rare Who roast beast?
Roast beast.
Even if you don't know what it is?
It's roast beast. It's a beast that has been roasted. I eat roast beasts
You do.
all the time.
You do.
I do. And I will continue to do so.
And you don't know
I'm the
if
beast master.
the pudding is like a meat pudding.
Yeah. And
You don't know what it is.
Also, in British culture, they will just refer to dessert as pudding. So it could be any sort of anything. I don't know what Who culture's about. They just live on a snowflake. That whole town is just on a snowflake.
I know. It's going to melt
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Should we tell them?
No.
It would ruin Christmas.
Well,
You Grinch.
man, there was a guy. Did I tell you about the guy walking around downtown the other day dressed as a Grinch?
Yeah, you told everybody.
Yeah. And he yelled in Ben's face.
Ruined your lunch.
It was awful. Gosh, yeah, it's true.
But I noticed the part in the song, the best part in the Thurl Ravenscroft version, I heard it is about arsenic sauce. Sorry, that was a long pause.
Yeah, it was dead air.
The part about arsenic sauce. I heard Jeff, who is a scientist, in an aside, lean over to Asher, our other little robot engineer, and say, arsenic is one of the most poisonous elements to human beings. It's up there with mercury. And they just kept watching.
And then he said, and sauce is something you put on food. Right. And so when they're together,
Right.
you don't, it's a bad news bears. You don't want arsenic sauce.
Don't do it.
Chick-fil-A sauce, sure.
Yeah.
Arsenic sauce?
No,
No, dog.
not all.
That ain't it.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
But my favorite part of the song is actually, you nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos.
Yeah.
So good.
It's just hey, make up some nonsense words.
That's right. Okay, so this week I asked you to develop a list of your top Christmas songs.
I actually wrote it down.
Did you do it?
I wrote it down.
Well, you can go first then, why don't you?
Yeah,
I had
can.
zero hopes that you would do this.
I know you should have, because I told you I wasn't going to.
I know.
And
I put it on the internet.
I know. Well, we're just putting everything on the internet these days. It's just what's happening. We're putting Brandon's crying and grief on the internet. We're putting our arguments on the internet.
It's what we do here.
It's going great. Number 5. Purely because I love the artist, but it is the most, like, it is like someone took 12 shots of espresso and just started screaming, simply having a wonderful Christmas time in your face. It's like by the time Paul McCartney says it the 1000th time, you're like, no, I get it. Paul, chill out. Okay, Pumpkin, you're screaming it. It is the most coked up Christmas song of all time.
It's
okay.
fun.
Simply have it. It's just the guy who can't chill out. Number 4.
Aggressive on the synthesizer as well.
It's like coming in hot.
Yeah.
It's a spicy Christmas number at number 5. Number 5 with a bullet. Number 4. Vince Guaraldi Trio, Christmas Time is Here.
Oh, yes.
Lovely. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Major sevenths, jazz chords. Shout out Chris Weiser. You like a major seventh.
Hi,
Beautiful.
Chris.
Number 3, Stevie Wonder, What Christmas Means to Me.
Oh, yes.
An absolute jam.
It's great.
Number 2, Spirit of Christmas by Ray Charles. Christmas, here's the time of year. And number 1 is a little known Christmas song by a young man named Trevor. And if I may,
Please do.
I have brought it along so that we can actually listen to Trevor's Christmas hit, Stupid Christmas.
Let's do it.
Please enjoy. Not only did I make a list, this is a full presentation.
It's great.
Chock full of whimsy.
Christmas, Christmas, I am so excited. I have not decided what to open first. Yuletide blessings, presents all around me. I hope I get a baseball or a Batman shirt. Christmas is so fun and gay. Christmas takes the pain away. Why can't Christmas be every day instead of once a year? Christmas morning so exhilarating. Spent the whole night waiting for the Christmas tree. Down the staircase I will come a-running. Hope I get some nunchucks or Nintendo Wii. Yeah! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's Christmas! Thank you so much, Mom, Dad, oh Santa Claus, for coming down the chimney and bringing me some awesome... Oh, thanks for the turtleneck. Stupid Christmas, I am disappointed. Jesus was anointed. I just got some socks. Man, that Santa guy is such a rip-off. He gave me Velcro sneakers instead of Nike Shocks. Well, this has just been the worst Christmas ever. Mom, Dad, I'm going to my room. If you have something you want to say to me, feel free to come and say it to my face. Stupid Santa comes down the chimney, drinks all the milk and eats all the cookies and leaves me lame presents. Stupid Christmas.
So that's the number 1 Christmas song by Trevor. And it's definitely not me from like 8-9 years ago. It's a kid named Trevor
With no last name.
with no last name and a pretty severe lateral S.
Stupid Christmas.
Stupid Christmas.
I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, there it is. Brandon's original Christmas song.
From this is the world premiere of a Christmas song that I wrote and recorded 10 years ago.
I love it so much. I'm so glad the world finally gets to hear it.
This has been it's been a big it's been a long journey.
Big build up.
Big build up for that song, and I can't wait to see how it does on the charts. It's gonna be pretty good. So what about you? Let's talk about your Christmas songs.
Okay, I'll go through these quickly because
God.
we got to get to the low end.
I really
really
came
brought
prepared.
it.
I came prepared today.
This is what happens when Brandon comes prepared, guys. We don't see it often.
Rarely, if ever.
All right, so my number 5, because of nostalgia, the Christmas song by Nat King Cole.
Good one.
Classic. Number 4, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Great one.
Love the Bublé version.
That's an honorable mention on my list for sure.
Yeah. Number 3, Let It Snow. Let It Snow, Let It Snow by Frank Sinatra. Again, for the nostalgia.
Sure.
Number 2, and this one I struggled. Should it go 2 or 1? It's the same song, different versions. Number 2, White Christmas by the Drifters.
Oh, okay.
Do-do-do-do,
Doop,
doop. Yep.
Yeah.
And number 1, White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby. All right, so I want to skip ahead to our Lohan movies segment because I'm sure that everyone listening accepted our challenge and watched it.
I'm sure, guys, listen, Netflix,
Sponsor us,
sponsor us,
Netflix.
please, Netflix. I'm tired of this $11.99 a month nonsense. Give me free streaming.
Yeah, you don't even have to sponsor us. Just give us free
Give us
streaming.
free streaming and we'll talk about Netflix. Listen.
We'll do it anyway.
I guarantee you they saw a huge uptick in streams of the Lohan movie after our challenge was issued.
So, guys,
What's going on in Oklahoma? Just sirens going off. There's literally hundreds of streams.
more than the World
We don't
Cup.
have the bandwidth. Our servers can't keep up with it. They throw this like nuclear to like make sure that everything can keep up. Oh, crisis averted.
Thanks for breaking the internet with us,
we
guys.
did it. We brought it down.
So we asked you to watch Lindsay Lohan's new Christmas film, Falling for Christmas, on Netflix. And I watched this on Saturday when I couldn't speak with the laryngitis. And I took so many notes, and I just don't even know where to begin with this.
I didn't take notes.
You've got them all stored up in here.
I've got
And in here.
It's deep,
Head
deep
and heart.
Yep. Go ahead. Tell us.
So
what
I
you
thought I
thought.
would begin with my positives. These are my favorite notes. My top note was, this thing is syrupy sweet, big Hallmark energy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you feel about a Hallmark movie. I don't feel good about
No.
one.
No.
Because there's no character development, the height of predictability,
No.
the
And
height of syrupy sweetness.
I saw this morning-
It's not for me. Now, some of you might be into it.
I saw this morning
and
that
that's okay.
Peacock is the exclusive home for streaming Hallmark movies, which makes sense because Peacock is stupid and stole The Office
Sponsor
from Netflix.
us, Peacock.
No, you know what? I don't want it. You know what? I don't want it, Peacock.
It really was a bummer that they took The Office from Netflix.
It was the most it's just the most petty power move.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Have fun, Netflix.
Have fun.
Bang.
Yeah. I'll put in DVDs like an idiot. I'll get my DVDs out. I'll dig them. I'll blow the dust off of them, and I'll watch them. And I won't stream your service, Peacock.
Yeah.
Won't do it.
Here's some other positive things I said. She is lovely. Her red hair is a gift. And
You're
And I
really
said-
trying.
I said, the little girl, Abby, is the cutest thing. Her smile can light up the world. And I said, the see-through hot tub on the side of the nice hotel was cool.
You are.
And those were my positives.
That's like a person going to a play and being like, the lighting was really cool.
You guys
You
did
guys
it.
the costumes were great. No,
You
listen.
really
okay.
did it, guys.
On that note, I'll give my positives and then we'll move on to the negatives. Okay. I'm done. Let's go to the negatives. No, here's what I'll say. I did say this while watching this heap of trash. I did say the little girl
Darling.
outacted every adult in that movie.
She was darling.
She was the only redeeming quality of farting for Christmas, starring
Her
Lindsay
smile
Lohan.
can light up the world. What a cutie.
Her smile can light up the world, and the see-through hot tub was neat.
Wasn't it neat?
It was neato. Guys,
I really wanted to get in it.
falling for Christmas. I'm falling for the see-through hot tub on the side of the hotel.
That was the most positive thing I could say about it.
Good hot tub.
Cool.
Cool hot tub, Netflix. Sponsor us with a cool hot tub and free streaming.
Wouldn't it be the neatest thing to have I know you're a fan of a hot tub, to have one on the side of your house, just see through?
No, because everybody be looking at my buns. When I like to soak, I like to be removed because listen, normally when I get in the hot tub,
Sorry.
it's like right on the heels of a greasy feast, and I like to get in there after
I'm
eating.
not proud of myself.
I like to have a cocktail and some lamb skewers. I like to eat some kebab and then
like the Saturday Night Live skit?
Yes, mouth lips glistening with lamb,
Gross.
bear meat.
Sick.
No, I don't know that I've ever been in a hot tub and thought to myself,
I wish
people could see what was going on with my bod under these bubs. I really
No, but it's see through and it's way up high.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're on top of the world.
You know, I'm not trying to ambush some amateur bird watchers with what's going on beneath the surface of the hot tub. I don't need anybody seeing that because also you're sitting there and you're weightless. So everything's just very fluid. And it's just like I'm a half empty trash bag of cottage cheese and you can see all of it. Not even bubbles can save me now.
Back to Lohan. Back to Lohan.
The hot tub was neat.
Title, not even bubbles can save me now.
Pretty good.
So there were a lot of head scratchers in this one. And you just really had to suspend reality, didn't you? I mean, they make her when she has the head injury, she's got the amnesia.
Yep.
And she ends up at the North Star Lodge with Jake and Alejandra and Abby.
Sure.
And they're like, hey, you can be the housekeeper. And they make household chores seem like the most difficult thing ever. How often have you gotten a toilet brush stuck in the toilet?
Only
0 times.
Only when I'm doing ridiculous montages. Only when I'm around the house doing a cleaning up montage. That stuff happens. And then I put my hands on my hips and I tilt my head and I look at the camera and I go,
Guess I need to learn this skill. So there was a scene in there that I knew gave you major anxiety, the omelet scene where he's trying to teach her. She's like, I can make my own breakfast.
Yeah.
And there's just egg flying everywhere.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You waste an egg.
Yeah.
Waste an egg. And that's just, you come from that abundance lifestyle of the hotel heiress. A Paris Hilton type.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then you come into this quaint little situation and you waste our eggs. Mm-hmm. Our egg budget is through the roof as it is.
Speaking of, apparently the North Star Inn was broke, but they had the most ornate Christmas decor I'd ever seen.
Pretty. They
thousands on garland alone.
That's why they were broke.
Right.
They were like, you know what? We're going out with a bang this season.
Get all the garland. In the state of Colorado.
Don't leave any garland for these big wigs. If you
They got the hot tub.
If you want to see garland, you're going to have to come here.
So
If you want to sit in a see-through hot tub high above the earth, you can go there. Save that.
if you want 19 roaring fires and garland aplenty, you've come to the right place.
This is it.
So one scene that cracked me up was where she poured her heart out to the horse Balthazar.
Yeah.
His name was Balthazar.
Sure.
And then she said, thanks for your support. Mm-hmm. I would love an emotional support horse.
I would love an emotional support horse is a really good title as well. But the thing is, do you think that when Lohan and her people were reading the script, they're like, this is the moment.
Quality.
When they read it and they just glossed over the fact that it was a horse, they were just like, you're talking to some dude named Balthazar and he's really, really, really taking it all in and he's giving you positive feedback. And then she gets on set and she's like, well, who am I acting with today? And
Where's
they're like,
my partner?
Here's Balthazar. And it's an emotional support horse.
It's a horse,
It's a horse.
Thanks for your support.
Not a lot of dialogue with the horses since Mr. Ed went off the air.
No.
Not enough, in
Not
fact.
enough. Sponsor us, Mr. Ed.
Sponsor us, horse.
So the weirdest moment to me was at the party, which again, where'd that money come from? We don't know. They're broke, but they're having a party for all their guests. 2 days before Christmas. No, Christmas Eve. I don't think so. The weirdest moment was where Jake, the lead, the handsome cabin owner,
Jake.
He says, "Don't take a bite of the decorative gingerbread house. I'm talking to you, Kenny."
Yeah.
And then there's a close-up on Kenny, the guy with the funny Rudolph wearing glasses sweater.
Well.
And everybody's like, "Oh, Kenny."
He's the type of character that might take a bite out of the decorative gingerbread house.
And we haven't heard boo from Kenny the whole movie.
No, but that was his big moment.
I guess.
That was Kenny's big moment. That's how he got his SAG card.
The line that sums up the whole movie, Lohan says to Jake, "I don't think I've ever met anyone like you before, because if I had, I would definitely remember."
God, and that's just no, that's writing right there is what that is.
Solid.
And then Lohan looks at the camera and goes, "Because of the amnesia." Did you get it?
Did you guys get it?
Did you hear that?
Here's what I'm going to say about it, guys. You know, Lohan, she's had some struggles. I give you.
And this is one of them.
The video.
Man, all along, the thing about Lohan is, can you think of all the heartaches and issues and everything that she would have avoided?
Yeah.
If she just had an emotional support horse named Balthazar.
If we all had one.
To really just give, just to lend an ear.
I'm riding through life on Balthazar. I got no worries.
And then she walks away. She gives him a little pat on the back of his head and goes, "You're my main man." And then she just...
Thanks for your support.
And then she just trots on out of there.
I sound so awful. Anyway, I just want to say this about Lohan. Maybe this was the right move for her. Since she's had some issues, I give you the video of her vibing in Mykonos. Maybe this was the one. Maybe she needed a syrupy sweet.
I think it's funny that you say
to return to her Parent Trap
maybe
roots.
This was the right move because I'm pretty sure it was the only move. I'm not sure. Lohan's far off from a chess mate.
Well, anywho.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys, it wasn't great. We want to give you one last challenge. Thank you for going on that challenge with us, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed
Those of you that did. Those of you that did not are dead to me because I watched it and hated it, and you made me do it.
And you made me do it.
You made me do it all. You made me go this alone.
There's still time, guys. We want to support Lohan
Emotionally.
and her good choices. She doesn't need our emotional support. That job
She's
is
covered.
filled.
She's covered there.
She's covered. Thanks for your support.
Straight from the horse's mouth. Balthazar.
Sponsor us, Balthazar.
Horse.
So this is our last week, guys, to contribute to the Friends in Need fundraiser. You can help us support the Friends in Need program with our field producer, Mindy, and her family, who feed the unhoused population that gather in their local park on the U.S. island territory of Guam.
Mm-hmm.
And you can send that money, even if it's just a few dollars, to David-Wilson80. You'll know that it's him by the Guam flag on his profile picture. But we will do the big reveal about how much we've raised for that incredible cause next week.
Big reveal.
Thank you for participating in that, guys. That warms our hearts more than you know. So I wanted to do a Crindy Reviews. I want to make sure we have time for this. This week, Crindy Reviews 1923 on Paramount Plus. She gives this one 5 warm hearts and no cold hands. Oh, mercy, it's here. The sequel to the prequel. I've never watched Yellowstone, but I lived and breathed 1883 on Paramount Plus, along with many of you. And I'm telling you, the Duttons were my people, and I still haven't gotten over you know what. So Yellowstone is set in modern-day Montana. As I've said, I've never watched it, but from what I gather, the Duttons are fussing and fighting and shooting and cussing as they lord over their expansive empire of land and cattle. Taylor Sheridan, the creator of all this, then created the prequel to Yellowstone called 1883, also on Paramount Plus, which showed us the ancestors of the cussin' and fussin' Duttons who were just concerned with surviving in the new world as they trudged toward where they will eventually settle in Montana. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. So do I. Jeff and I watched this. It was gorgeous. A masterpiece. But that's all I will say about it because it's too much and some things just need to be experienced, not discussed. That gets us up to the new sequel to the prequel 1923, which is streaming now. Somebody come clean my house and cook the meals until the series is over because I can't possibly be asked to do everything. Episode 1 opens with Harrison Ford, who is Tim McGraw's brother from 1883, married to Helen Mirren. Quite the cast. Yes, I said Helen Mirren. I can't tell you anything else because some of you poor people haven't watched 1883 yet, and I don't want to spoil anything. I've only watched episode 1, but I'm here for you, Duttons. I have your backs. Let's ride.
I won't watch that.
She loved it. I will watch
I
that.
will not watch that. And that's nothing personal.
Okay.
I just won't do it.
It's too much of an investment emotionally.
I won't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I will definitely watch it. 1883 was an absolute masterpiece. And I have watched some Yellowstone. I'm not up to date on all of it, but it's also fantastic.
I won't give you any spoilers then.
Okay, cool.
Because I've seen it all.
Okay. Any recommendations for what you've been watching, reading, or listening to real quick?
I started listening to a podcast recommended to me by Michael Trepanier called
Hi,
Midnight
Michael.
Miracle. It is Dave Chappelle and Mos Def and Talib Kweli, and they're talking about really cool stuff. It's not FTK, but it's a really fun listen. So that's what I've been listening to. That'll be mine.
Well, my watching is definitely FTK for the whole fam. It's season 3 of The
She
Chosen.
works at a church, guys.
Stop it. Season 3 of The Chosen. Guys, this is stories from the Gospels. And you know, as a pastor, I'm going to say this. A lot of Christian movies, television, bring it and do not bring it back up, guys. And it's unfortunate because they're some of the greatest stories ever told, but we haven't done a good job with them. We haven't.
Okay.
But The Chosen is solid. And season 3 just began, and it's gorgeous.
Okay.
Anyway, so what's your warm heart this week, B?
Man, I don't think of them. I just getting in the spirit, watching Trading Places. I had a moment.
You did it.
Okay.
Mine is definitely working in the team toy store. What
That's
a
good.
gorgeous day.
See you again.
Yeah.
You helped humanity. I watched a somewhat crass
what?
comedy from the 80s.
You've been in recovery. It's okay.
Listen,
This week you had a tough
I've been
time.
in recovery. Listen, guys, real quick before we get off the airwaves, I did want to give a quick shout out to a dear friend of the
Dear
pod.
friend.
I'm talking about you, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Danielle,
Shout
talking
out.
to you.
Talking to you, Danielle.
You've been shouted at and out. Hey, Danielle. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I also want to give a shout out to Hazel, who says that CHWH is her new Flat Stanley. Remember that children's book where Flat Stanley travels around the world? And she and her family travel a lot, and she downloads her pod wherever she goes. We're the Flat Stanley.
Listen, if we've ever aspired to be anything, it's Hazel's Flat Stanley.
We did it.
And Danielle and Hazel, this one's for you. Electric Boogaloo. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Warm Hands, Cold Hands, and Warm Hearts, and Merry Christmas to everyone. And
Merry Christmas, guys. Have a great week. Rate, review, and share.
share. Please share. We need friends. Okay. Bye.
Bye.